Hi, guys. I hope you had a great weekend and I hope you loved the Telltale Heart story from Friday. We're going to keep with that story today and we're just going to elaborate on the work we did. Hopefully, you were able to really hear the different tones that were conveyed in the storytelling by the narrator on Friday. And hopefully, you are questioning that person's sanity because that's the exact goal that Edgar Allan Poe wanted readers to take from that story. So, to build on this work today, what we're going to talk about is not only do we need to make sure that we finish this chart where you're exploring the different words that the narrator of the story says and what the tone is and what that might suggest. But today, actually, what you're going to spend the bulk of the time on is these group discussion questions. And so, depending on what class you're in, you have a different set of questions. And your goal today is with your table group. I want you to have a discussion about all of the questions listed on the back of your Telltale Heart paper. And each of the questions is going to get you sort of thinking in a different way about some of the author's craft and why Edgar Allan Poe made certain moves as an author and how that affects us as a reader. So that honestly, you guys, when you go to maybe write some of your own spooky stories, you can mimic some of his strategies because he's someone we should be inspired by if we are attempting to write horror as well. And so, again, the goal for today is with your table group, I want you to first share details from your Telltale Heart chart on the front of the page. And I just kind of want you to share what you heard in the story and what those tones were and what that really makes you think about the person telling the story. And then after you guys all share that, I want you to go through and talk about the questions on the back. Now, I do not want you to start writing answers to these questions first. I want discussion about every single one of the questions to take place before any writing does. And so the questions that you're seeing on the back, these are discussion prompts. Everyone needs to get involved in the discussion. And so please encourage people to participate to their comfort level. And once you guys have elaborated on each other's thoughts, once you have shared evidence from the text to support your thinking, then you can get to the writing of the questions, or excuse me, of your answers. And so today you're going to discuss with your table group, get everyone involved. And then once it's time to start answering the questions, I want you to remember that although you guys had discussion and worked together, everybody's answer must be different. And so you can have the same general idea in your answer, but each person should be writing their own answer in their own words and language. So when I come back, I should not read that you've written the exact same thing as someone else in your group. And so, again, once the group discussion is over, you're going to answer the questions on the back. Please make sure that you are answering all parts of a question. And from there, you must make sure that every single answer that you write is at least 3 sentences long. Any less than 3 sentences, you guys, you're not really exploring the text in depth. And so that 3 sentences is a minimum just to make sure that you're pushing yourselves and challenging your thinking. And so the better conversations you have today in your discussions, the stronger you'll go in to answering the questions and the more confident you'll feel with those answers. Please make sure you're writing in complete sentences. And again, before you submit it, make sure that your answers are at least 3 sentences long. All right, I'm so excited to see what you guys think about this one and see these answers when I get back. Good luck today.